Hey everybody, welcome to PHILLYBIGJ'S PHANCRAVE podcast, where Philly sports is heard from the city to the burbs, and I'm feeding you that word, baby. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now let's talk this bird situation that we had going on this past Monday night. Woo! Boy, I tell you. Man, oh man, boy, that was a devastating loss. I could not believe it. In the last 2 minutes, we lost that game. But did we really lose that game in the last 2 minutes? Or was it because there was no pressure from our defense at all? We got 0 from number 0, which is Bryce Huff. Nothing. First 2 games giving us nothing. No sacks, no pressures, no nothing. Just taken out by the freaking tight end. I mean, Josh Sweat, what are you giving us? Nothing. Jalen Carter, a couple plays here and there. Jordan Davis, a couple plays here and there. What? But y'all still quiet. Nothing. I mean, Zach Bond, that first week, yeah, you balled out. You disappeared last week. I don't know what happened to you this past Monday. I don't know. Maybe you was tired from that Friday night game, but you had a good break, a good rest. My goodness, you had an extra couple days. But I'm just saying, man, we need to get this defense under control. They got to get on the right game plan. They got to be stunting together. They got to know where each other's going to be. They got to do something. You know what I mean? I don't understand why we ain't sending no linebackers. There's no blitzing. We brought Vic in here. He old school. That's what I'm supposed to be seeing. I'm supposed to be seeing some blitzing. I'm supposed to be seeing some smash mouth football. I ain't seeing none of that. CJ, GJ, you got one good hit. Yeah, that was a great play. It made up for that touchdown you gave up when you just olayed the ball and let him go ahead and run into the end zone. I'm just saying there's a lot of issues that we got to get solved. And in my opinion, I think it's the defense. I think we got to get that line set. They got to figure it out. We got to send pressure. I mean, we're going against some big time things. I mean, we're going against the Saints. The Saints this week coming up. Boy, it's not going to be easy walking apart. We got to do what we got to do. I'm telling you. We got to do something. And I don't understand why we didn't run the ball for that last play. I mean, why did we pass the ball? Run the ball, burn some time out. Come on. If you don't get the first down, you get there at 4th and 2? 4th and 1? Then we got what? Oh, yeah, we could do the tush push because we were doing it all night. They couldn't stop it. I mean, come on. This is what our signature game is. Bleed that clock down. And we did none of that. I don't know what Sirianni is thinking. I don't know what plays he was calling in his head. I mean, we know it all comes down to his decision. I know Kellen Moore, he put the plays out there, and it probably went down to Sirianni making the call on what they were going to do. And he chose, let's just pass it out there in the flat to Saquon. Saquon dropped the ball. I guarantee you, 9 out of 10 times he's catching that ball. 9 out of 10 times Saquon is going to catch that ball. But it just so happened he dropped it. You know what? If he'd have caught it, game over. You're right. Game over. But if he'd have ran it 2 times, 1 time, then the tush push, game over. Same result. Without the opportunity of what? Stopping the clock. Without the opportunity of them being able to drive down the field in a minute and like 5 seconds and scoring a touchdown because we had no pressure, no blitzing in that last drive. 0. Nothing. We let that man sit back there and pick us apart. Kurt freaking standstill. I mean, really? He just stood there and just picked us apart. Come on, man. That was not what we expected to be getting from Vic Fangio. We need blitzing. We need linebackers flying. We got them. We got the horses. Why not send them young bulls? Why not send them? Send them to go out there and get that ball. Come on, man. I don't know what we was thinking. And Kellen Moore, your play calling, man. I don't know what was going on in the beginning. I don't know what happened at the end. I mean, you did some good stuff in the middle. But your play calling on that last 35 seconds, I don't know. I mean, why? We just needed to get We could have got 10 yards, 10 yards. We still had time out. There was still time on the clock. 35 seconds, 34 seconds. All you had to do was get 10, 15 yards. Boom. That's it. And put it on the leg. I mean, put it on Jake Elliott. That ball been kicking him, and this is what he does. That's why I pick him in my fantasy every year. Because you know what? I know he going to give me some points because I know he going to make them kicks. Whether it be 40 yards and out, he going to make those kicks. I trust him. And then what? I don't think we even thought that we should put him in a position to try a 60-yarder, 61-yarder. They was trying to get it close to more like a 45, 50-yarder. I mean, come on, man. Forcing that ball downfield like that. Boy, we sure did miss A.J. Brown. Yeah, we missed A.J. Brown. I know Hurts did. Hurts missed it because he wanted his little security blanket. That's who A.J. Brown is. That's what Goddard needs to be. I don't know if they're going to ever get on the same page. We don't use Goddard. I don't understand it. This man, you get him the ball. I mean, the first play from in the final seconds, you threw the ball, he caught it, boom. Throw it to the tight end. Let him get 10, 15 yards. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But hopefully, Kellen Moore, hopefully Nick Sirianni, they cooking up a good plan. They better cook up something. And I'm telling you, you know what, Bryce Huff, boy? Woo! Yeah, you was missing, baby. If somebody know where you at, there's an all-points bulletin out there right now. We need to let them Philadelphia Eagles know where you at. Because right now, you ain't on that team. You ain't on that field because we haven't seen you yet. Haven't seen not a sniff, not a nothing. I don't even think you even got a sack during the preseason, man. Come on, man. 50-something million, we gave that to you. Sheesh, boy. I'm telling you, you need to start. You better bring your lunch pail, man. That's it. All right, the honeymoon's over, buddy. Yeah, 2 games, honeymoon over. Yeah, we paying you enough money that you should be able to handle this and get to that quarterback. Get some pressure at least. Boy, I saw online, somebody said you need to get your weight up. Yeah, hit that weight room. Shoot, you need to hit that weight room. You need to get your upper body up a little bit, man, so you can tight ends, you got tight ends go ahead and friggin' pancaking you, throwing you around out there. Oh, don't forget, Josh Sweat, I ain't forget about you on the other end. I see you running around. They ran you right past him. Right past Kirk Cousins, all the way around him. So he could just dink and dunk all the way down the field, throw the ball. Come on, man. We got to do better on our defense. Nick, you got to do better on your play calling, or Kellen Moore, whatever, your decisions. Nick, I know you the head coach. I know you like this new role you got where you just a figurehead, really. But we need a leader, man. We need you to lead this team. The same way you led that team 2 years ago, you need to lead that team again. 2022, the way you led them, we need you to lead them again. Let's go, baby boy. Let's go. You need to figure this out, Nick, because I don't know what's going on, but this whole you stepping back and letting the team police each other, letting them speak to each other and let them. There's got to be one word. This is the problem we had last year. We did not have coaches stepping up. We did not have coaches that put down that hammer and say, yo, this is how it's going to be. Shoot, man. Nick, you got to do something. You got to step up. You got to do it, baby. I'm telling you, time is ticking, Nick. Time is ticking, Nick. And this whole playing around, trying to make, oh, yeah, I was going to be the old figurehead and run around and screaming and yelling at the refs and running and celebrating and this, that. Nah, be a leader, baby. Be a leader. Lead them to this daggone Super Bowl, man. Come on, put on your big boy pants. Put on your big boy pants and lead them. All right? We ain't got time to be playing these games. Ain't no games out here right now, man. We need you to lead this team. Kellen Moore, yo, Step up that play calling, baby boy. I'm telling you. You're making me nervous. You're making me nervous. We got a beast in Saquon. We got something right there. I'm telling you, we got something. So you better use him. We got to use him right. Can't use him right during the middle of the game. Then when it comes to the game on the line, you scared to give it to him? Oh, yeah. You want to talk about throwing it to him? Yeah, throwing it to him? Yeah. He should have caught that. But his bread and butter is through the A-gap, baby. Bread and butter through the A-gap. Let that boy do what he do and push that pile. Get them 3-4 yards, man. Come on, man. He'd have got that first down and those 2 downs. I mean, if not him, you still got Hurts squatting 700 pounds or whatever he doing. Come on, man. Sheesh, y'all had me fired up, man. I'm fired up about these daggone birds and stuff. I ain't hitting the panic button yet, but I'm a little bit worried. I am a little bit worried, I'll tell you that much. I mean, we got to get it together. Come on, Nick. Come on, Kelly, and come on, Vic. Figure it out. We brought y'all in here to do this thing, baby. Let's get us to that Super Bowl. Let's get us to the bowl, baby. Get us to the bowl. Now let's move on to my next subject matter. And we're going to talk about something that's going real well. Something that's doing their thing. Those Philadelphia Fighting Phils, baby. And we had that Mets series and where we did what we had to do and keeping Atlanta and the Mets at arm's length so we can lock down this division. Yeah, we got that this weekend. We're going to lock it down this weekend in New York, baby. In New York. That's what we're going to do. Lock it down in New York. Locking down that division. And we're going to clinch our playoff berth. We're going to do all that in NYC this weekend. Let's go, baby. That's what our Fighting Phils are going to do. Our pitching is tough. Our bats are waking up. And you got to beware for Red October because we're going to be on the tear. All the way to that World Series, baby. Woo! We're going to be on the tear, baby. It's about to be something. Woo! I cannot wait. Fighting Phils doing what they do, baby. I mean, man, this pitching, I love our pitching. I love that our bats are waking up. And I think right now we setting ourselves up for the opportune time to go into October. So hot, baby. Woo, we're going to be cooking, baby. Cooking, I'm telling you. Fighting Phils, baby. We're going to make it all the way to that World Series. That's what we're going to do this Red October. Shoot, man. Nick Castellanos doing what he had to do. And then the man. He shook 3 of them bad boys. 3 home runs. Woo, Bryce Harper, baby. That boy, yeah. Oh, they woke up a sleeping giant. Yeah, woke up a sleeping giant. Oh, yeah. And I'm telling you. And then, listen, we didn't win tonight. And I watched that game against the Brewers. And but I'm telling you, Aaron Nola, he looked real good. He looked what we expect him to be, baby. The number 2 starter locking it down. Yeah, I'm telling you, Aaron Nola was locking it down tonight. 9 strikeouts, 8 innings, doing what he do. I'm telling you, Aaron Nola looked good tonight. I'm telling you, that's what our Fighting Phils, baby. We going to the World Series this year. Ain't nothing holding us back. Best record in the MLB, baby. That's what we going to do. We got to lock that down, get our buys, rest up, and get ready, baby. Get ready to tear it up, Red October. Woo! Fighting Phils, baby. Fighting Phils. Let me tell you something. Then we was worried. We were really worried and concerned about the 76ers leaving to go to New Jersey. The new mayor, she said, whoa. They staying right here in Philly, baby. Yep. They staying right here in Philly. They ain't going nowhere. They signed that deal. They going to stay here in Philly. Now all we got to do is iron out all the little particulars, man. We got to keep Chinatown happy and all that. You know, we got to make sure they take care of them small businesses there, man. Listen, Sixers, you got a big entity right there. You need to help out the little man. Okay? I mean, why not? You going to be raking in all that all that money, all that fanfare. Come on, man. Help them out in Chinatown. That's what I'm talking about. But keeping our 76ers right here, baby. That's what I'm talking about. 76ers in Philly forever, baby. That's what we doing. You know, it's going to be crazy with that traffic and all that. They better figure that out. I know Scepter happy. Scepter like, ooh, yeah. Bring it on. They heard cha-ching. Chinatown, cha-ching. It's going to be all kinds of buses and shuttles and trains and all that. I think that thing they said they're going to have a train come right into the stadium. Woo! That's something, baby. I'm telling you. The Sixers are staying right here, baby. Ain't going nowhere. Whew. Oh, man. On a little concerning note, you know, I just wanted to, you know, touch on, you know, about the concussions and all these violent sports that we play, like football, soccer, hockey, you know, I mean, rugby. I mean, you know, Tua. I really think Tua should probably retire, man. I'm really, really concerned for him. I've seen every one of his hits, and I was watching those games. All his games I watched that he got those hits on, I watched them live, and it was scary. Scary to see him go through that, man. I mean, I know we love the game of football, but come on. You gotta be smart, man. You gotta live. This game only gonna last 10 years or so, 10 to 15 years. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. I think your life, your family, you know, time, your friends, being around for everybody, that's more important than that. You know, it's tough, man. It's a violent sport. We love it. Gladiators, we cheer on, we love it. I mean, it's our modern day gladiators. That's what we have right now. You know, and as fans, we do love it. But, you know, it's scary when you see somebody go down like that and get hurt that bad. You know, I felt for him. I literally, my heart dropped when I saw that hit. You know, when anybody gets hit and gets hurt, shoot, man. Even when Love, he got hurt at the end of that game, I was worried about that. You know, these are star athletes. This is why we watch these games. We want to see them play. We want to see them give everything they got. But we don't want to see them get hurt and put their life on the line. I tell you that much. But they do that when they out there playing these violent sports. But at some point, you got to make the right decision. I don't know if it's a decision that the leagues can make or it has to be the player. But I think they got to be smarter about it and trying to keep these players around a little bit longer, whether it be on the field or off the field. I mean, heck, getting the coach and getting the broadcasting something, but don't put your life on the line. It really is. It's not worth it as much as you think it is. I mean, I played the game of football. I loved it. I banged. I used to, you know, I loved that violent hits. I loved it, but like I said, it's a scary game. It's a violent game. Like I said, we're modern day gladiators, and that's what we want to see as fans. Them pound each other and hurt each other and this and that. But I'm telling you, it's not at the expense of someone losing their life or someone being, you know, concussed to the point that they can't even walk outside or down the stairs with the lights on or you know, because they can't. The pain and the headache and is so bad. But maybe that's something that the league can look into. Maybe, you know, they can start working on that with the next CBA. You know, with the football, the hockey, and soccer, and the rugby, and all that stuff. Because I mean, these are sports that we love to go see, and I want to continue seeing it. But I think we need to just make sure that you know, they take care of themselves and take care of the players as well. But that's all I had on that note. You know what I'm saying? I know I went off a little rant about the concussions and all that. I let my kids play. I played, you know. I'm not saying we stopped playing and stuff, but I'm just saying it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. You may want to, but physically you might not be able to do it. Moving on to something else that really just kind of bothers me a little bit. You know, College football, I love it. It's exciting. I love watching college football. But no, I don't love to watch college football. Our Philly teams. I mean, we have really zero Philadelphia college football teams that even sniff being out there, being in that top 25, top 50. I mean, nobody. I mean, Temple, Villanova, they did it a little bit back in the day, you know. But I would love for one of our teams to just do something, step up, and be a juggernaut. But it's hard. It's hard to get those recruits in, man, all these big schools. I would like to see that, you know. I mean, I root for Penn State. I still root for all the teams. I'm Philly diehard all day. But truth be told, I'm a Michigan Wolverine at heart. I love the Wolverines. Yep. The Wolverine football team is my favorite college football team. But I still root for all my Philly teams until they play the Wolverines. You know, Penn State, you play my Wolverines. I'm sorry, I'm rooting for my Wolverines, baby. Big Blue, baby, Big Blue. That being said, I got one little bit order of business I'm about to do. We're going to talk about the 5 fun no-brainer picks. Woo! It was a rough one for me last week. Woo! Rough one. I think I went like 2 out of 5. I went 2 and 3, baby. That wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. But this week, let's see what I can do. I'm going to try with my little 5 fun no-brainer picks. This is just for fun, baby. I got the Jaguars over the Bills. I think they're going to beat them 30-21. I think, you know, the Jaguars about to wake up. Hopefully Doug Peterson going to shake them up and wake them up a little bit. Let's get it going. They got to get it going. You know, and who else? Who better than the Bills? I always like it when the Bills lose. I don't know what it is. I just don't like them. Just don't like the Bills. Nope. Never have. Probably never will. Anyway. Sorry, Josh Allen. You're a good player and all that, but I don't like you guys. I think you guys suck. Overrated. You know. I got Seattle over those Dolphins. Yep. I think Seattle won't beat the Dolphins. You know, Dolphins took a big blow losing Tua and everything. So I just don't think they have enough to overcome losing a player like Tua. I think they're going to lose. You know, it's going to be a close game, but I think it's going to be like 24-17. Seattle going to take care of the Dolphins. And know who else I got coming off the snide? I got those Denver Broncos. Yep, I got the Denver Broncos actually beating those Buccaneers. I think they're going to beat the Buccaneers. I think it's going to be 20-14, and I think the Broncos going to win. I think Bo Nix is going to do something. We're going to see what he about. I think he a nice young player, but you know, I think they can beat the Bucs this week, and I got the Broncos beating the Bucs 20-14. Then I got, and surprise, surprise, I got the Chargers beating the Steelers, baby. Chargers beating the Steelers. It's going to be a 24-17 Charger win over them Steelers. And that's a surprise one right there. And then you know I got to add in my Birds, baby. I got our Birds getting things back on track. You know, we got a tough one in New Orleans. But I think we're going to beat them Saints. We're going to take care of business. It's going to be like a 28-12 win. I think we're going to do what we got to do. I think our defense is going to settle down and grind it out. I think Vic had enough of that. And hopefully Vic just going to lay the hammer down and tell him, let's go and do what you got to do. But I think our Birds, baby, going to take care of those Saints. And we're going to get back on track, settle everything down. I think Saquon going to have another big day. And I think Hurts going to have another big day. I think Hurts is, I think he's going to, the more and more he in this offense, he going to settle in and he going to be good. Hurts going to be fine with this offense. I just think he just needs to, you know, we didn't get the preseason. So these last 2 games was his preseason. So now we're going to see what he can do against, you know, a tough team. I mean, the Saints, I think the Saints are for real, baby. But I think we are realer, baby. I think our birds, baby, we going to do what we got to do. Let's go, Eagles. Eagles. Eagles! Dominate them Saints, baby. That's what we do.